Welcome to this week's edition of Tailgate Talks presented by Toyota. And today it's our pleasure to be able to learn a little bit about a culture that not too many people are familiar with, but the University of Florida is traveling to Texas A&M this week. I'm here with Johnny Barnes and his daughter Corie Patton. And Corey's been great with the Gator Bowl sport. Mr. Patton certainly has a legacy at A&M with his family, but also construction or the renovation of Kyle Field. But it's great to have you guys with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Why don't you kick it off by maybe starting what it's like on a Friday?
We don't have cheer practice. We have yell practice on Friday night, and that's at Kyle Field, and we go up there and practice our yells. We don't have cheerleaders. We have yell leaders.
Okay.
Friday night, I would encourage anybody to go up to yell practice. You'll be warmly greeted.
So the yell leaders, they're all hand signals. So
Okay.
it'll start on the first deck. Usually first deck, when you used to pull your tickets, you had to wait in line. And I used to work ticket pull. You had to get there at 4:30 and people would be camped out. I mean, like a week ahead of time, like as soon as the next game's over. And seniors got to pull on the first day, so they would usually get the first deck. And then sophomores and juniors typically second deck, and then if you're a freshman, you're in the nosebleed section. When the yell leaders are down there and they're doing their yells, they say pass it back, Ags. And that is your call to pass back the hand signal all the way up to third deck, so all of the students are doing the same yell, because you can't see down there. I think one thing on Fridays as a student there, I remember vividly, we'd get out of class fairly early and everyone would head to Northgate, and you kind of would kick off Friday evenings at Northgate, whether it was hitting Dry Bean or the Dixie Chicken, one of the staples.
Studying.
Very much studying. Yes, that's right. That's right, Dad. And then you'd eat dinner or supper, and you'd head up to the stadium for yell practice. Usually 11:30, and midnight yell. It's called midnight yell, so it starts at midnight. So you're up late, so it makes it tough if it's an early game. The corps is huge there. A lot of the guys commission. My husband actually was in the corps at Texas A&M, and that was the thing. Like, you take your corps date to midnight yell, and then, when they turn the lights off, you mug out. So there's all these different sayings, like you kiss your date. So there's all these different sayings that happen along with yell practice.
Something, if Florida fans are going to that game, what is a can't miss event if they're there Friday and Saturday, other than the game itself?
Yeah, I honestly think going to Northgate and mixing and mingling, it's a huge outdoor area on the north side of campus. If you're from out of town, someone's going to buy you a pitcher beer at the Chicken. I mean, it's a staple, and it's a dirty dive bar. I mean, there's a rattlesnake in the corner. It's a pool hall. It's just your quintessential, I don't know, college bar.
That's awesome. What about the tailgating experience?
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of RVs. Then on the side of the campus where we tailgate over by Reed Arena, that's a basketball arena. Everybody has tents or trailers or, like that. And then last year, or when they did the renovation, one of the other projects they called it Aggie Park, and they converted this huge grass area, and you'll see tons of tents set up there, and it's cool to walk through there. I would encourage everybody to walk through there.
What are the picks of choice? What's the best thing to eat in your world when you're going to a tailgate? It's got to be some kind of beef, I would imagine.
Well, obviously barbecue. And then you'll see a lot of Mexican food plated up there. So.
And dips. I mean, I think there's a dip for everything, right?
Yeah,
all sorts of dips. I think those are the three main. Barbecue, a lot of barbecue.
A lot of barbecue.
A lot of brisket.
One thing that's always stuck out to me is A&M, they are so proud to wear their colors.
Absolutely.
And so proud of their alma mater. But talk a little bit about the historical piece of that. And I know as a dad, you've had experience sending children to A&M, and as a dad, how much it means to you for them to be a part of A&M.
Well, I just think the culture there, it's the way my wife and I raised our children, honor and respect. And, it's really evident as you walk around the campus. In fact, honor is one of their mottos.
As a student, I think one of the cool thing was, this is before, everyone had earbuds and, stuff in their ears, but you walk around campus, howdy, howdy, howdy. And it's a friendly greeting. You look each other in the eye. I think that's something that is missing walking around college campuses. Also, they don't forget the past. So it was a male military college. A lot of the males back in the day commissioned. Now it's co-ed, and a lot of the females and males commission. So you walk around the MSC, and we were talking about this a little earlier, just the amount of history there. I mean, Earl Rudder's Rangers, I mean, he led World War II. I mean, it's pretty incredible. You walk around there, and he's part of your alma mater. So the fact that they still honor that, they hold those traditions, that they recognize people who've given service or their lives, and I think that's a neat tie back to the college.
There's cool traditions, like that. I'm sure other colleges have them, but not like us.
It's great to have you guys with us today. I think this is one thing that'll help our membership learn a little bit more about the uniqueness of the conference. When they go, they're going to be welcomed. I know y'all made a great point of that. Well, thank y'all so much for spending time with us today. And it's another episode of Tailgate Talks presented by Toyota.
Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.